Where to start? So I think I want to start with some genuine thanks. I want to start with thanks to the joint choir of our two congregations, accompanied by Hollingsmith-Bourne, with music written by our very own David Hawes and conducted by Josh Figueroa, who, if you don't know Josh yet, he's only been with us for 6 weeks, and look what he has accomplished. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And all the members of the choir, thank you so much. And I want to thank everyone who has worked to make this service happen. To the folks at the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Nashville for scrambling to make last-minute plans for our traditional Music Sunday service, also meant to commemorate my last day as your developmental lead minister. And I am especially grateful to all of you of the greater Nashville congregation who opened your doors to us. All we had to do was ask, and you generously opened your doors on short notice. So whether it was by fate, or by faith, or by the roll of the cosmic dice, circumstances beyond our control have brought us together on what has turned out to be an historic event, our two congregations worshiping together in one space. I'm a lifelong lover of liminal spaces, those places on the edge, in between places that are neither here nor there, yet somehow both here and there, where a sandy beach meets an ocean wave, or a mountaintop touches the open sky, like the bridge that is anchored to both sides of the river, where the past greets the future, where beginnings and endings meet to create the present moment. Liminality is a word that is from the root limen, Latin for threshold, and is defined as a place between places or a point of transition where a person has been challenged to leave behind previous ways of understanding, and new structures or realities have not yet been settled. So, as a lifelong lover of liminal spaces, it's probably no small mistake that the latter part of my 24-year career in ministry has been serving congregations in transition, congregations in those liminal spaces. As an accredited interim minister, I have served congregations in their period of transition from one called and settled minister to the next. By nature, times of transition are times of change. I came to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Nashville in August of 2020. You all remember 2020, or it's blissfully receded into the dark recesses of memory. But in 2020, I came to begin our work together in what would turn out to be a 5-year developmental ministry. And you may recall that the summer of 2020 was a time of great change in the world, with the pandemic raging around the globe, with angry protests rampaging in the streets at home following the murder of George Floyd. It was a time of fury, fear, and persistent uncertainty. Our way of life changed swiftly and in a manner that was completely beyond anyone's control. In every aspect of life, there were many who wanted nothing more than to return to the way things were, while others saw it as an opportunity to move in a new, more hopeful, more sustainable direction. What is true? No matter what the outcome we hoped for during that time, we were all changed in the process. We are not the same people that we were before. And the pace of change since 2020 has been unrelenting. Change that has brought us to this moment when the divide in our country is apparent as ever. Those who want to go back to a mythical, better past, even if it means employing brutal means to achieve it, and those who see a nonviolent future with freedom and equity for all. With yesterday's historic No Kings protest, I'm wondering how many of you were there? I thought so. Thank you. It was the largest ever protest in American history, and that memory is still fresh in our minds, when hundreds of thousands of people from small towns to suburban villages to large cities took to the streets to resist authoritarian rule, to protect their neighbors, and to find strength in solidarity. We are in a transitional time, a liminal space once again. Old ways are coming to an end, and new ways are beginning to emerge. Transitions by nature come with a certain amount of uncertainty, moving from the known into the unknown. It's like opening the door into mystery. What comes next is yet to be fully revealed. Or as the poet William Blake noted, in the universe, there are things that are known and things that are unknown, and in between, there are doors. And we are standing at the threshold of one of those doors. Spiritual teachers the world over claim that there is transformative power in liminal spaces, threshold places, points of departure where change is inevitable. The power is in the choice of what from the past to leave behind and what to carry forward, a choice of how we will meet the future. A liminal space is a place of becoming. One of our deceased Universalist ministers, Max Kapp, who was instrumental in the consolidation of the Unitarians and Universalists together, captured something of the nature of liminal spaces when he wrote, "I brought my spirit to the sea. I stood upon the shore. I gazed upon infinity. I heard the waters roar. And then there came a sense of peace. Some whisper calmed my soul. Some ancient ministry of stars made my spirit whole. I brought my spirit to the trees that loomed against the sky. I touched each wandering careless breeze to know that God was nigh. And then I felt an inner flame that fiercely burned my tears. Upright, I rose from bended knee to meet the asking years." Endings and beginnings depend on each other. They define each other. As such, it is important to end as we wish to begin, because the end is where we start from. I am ending on bended knee, in humility, honored by the trust that you all have placed in me. But mostly, I'm ending in love and gratitude for all of you who show up as Unitarian Universalists here in Middle Tennessee. If ever we were needed, now is the time. So I am grateful for all of you Unitarian Universalists who keep showing up here in Middle Tennessee. The memories of your grace and courage in meeting the challenges of these times in which we live, these I will carry with me as I begin my new chapter in life and you begin yours. My friends, this is a day of new beginnings. Let us rise to meet the asking years with open hearts, holding fast to the love that endures. Know that I love you. Amen, and blessed be.